Yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, some lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop them videos and y'all get them notifications, it's gonna be some information that's gonna help you win. All right. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about these new bank scams that's going on, the ATM scams that's going on, and people using skimmers and jammers to basically take over these ATMs. And it's a lot of people out here that's getting into the scam and the fraud world. There are a lot of new people getting into the scam and the fraud world. Because you got to think about it. Scam and fraud has been popularized since for the past 5, 6 years on social media, meaning that a lot of people have been seeing it. And everybody wants some money. And people flashing hundreds of thousands of dollars on social media all day, every day, saying, oh, you can do this method, this glitch, that load, this and that. Eventually, people are going to try it out. So people are in a position right now where they need fast cash to take care of business and bills. And scams and frauds are the only way that they know to get it because it's what they see. And there are a lot of different bank methods out there, and there's a lot of new bank methods. And people soon scammers and fraudsters find out loopholes. They exploit those loopholes, and it's a loophole in every system. So you got your check frauds, you got your debit card, credit card fraud, you got your identity theft, pre-built CPN frauds with banks. And then you got people who utilize certain hacker tools to manipulate, trick ATMs and just to disperse the money. Now, there's different ways that people utilize ATMs to steal money or commit some type of scam or fraud. So you got people who, and like I said, everything that pertains to get anywhere there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And every way that you can get some money from the bank is different methods connected to it. So like ATM methods. So you got people who use skimmers, and skimmers are basically tools that go over the POS machine or the card inserter. It looks exactly like the port. So like those where you insert your card on the ATM, they put these skimmers over, so you'll never know it's a skimmer. It looks just like the card port, and they take it off and they go. And anybody who used that ATM while that skimmer was on it, their information will now be logged onto that skimmer. And then you got pen skimmers, pen stroke skimmers that's on the pen pad that's stealing people's pen numbers with those cards. You got skimmers that's at gas pumps inside the gas pump where they look like long little strips and they hooked up and basically anybody who uses that gas pump or who uses their card, their information will be on that skimmer. Then you got skimmers that's inside of gas stations, CVS's, Walgreens, small stores on the POS machine where we at when we point of sale, we about to pay in the little black machines where we tap our cards. It's covers that are skimmers, meaning that they put this cover on that POS machine and it looks just like the POS machine. You would never know unless you play with it and wiggle it and pull it off. And these devices can be brought on the clear net, which is crazy. Then you got people who use the technique where people go use the ATM. They put like some type of where the money, where the drawer open up at and the money come out. They put like a secret department, little five right, little flap right there. So when the money come out, the money gets stuck and no money comes out. And the scammer comes back and get that flap, and the money just stuck on that flap is what they get or what they stole. So those are the common ATM methods. And then you got these new technology methods where now the scammers and the hackers are basically fiddling and messing with the system, the database, the servers, and everything. Listen, everything from computers to ATMs to cell phones, laptops, anything that could be controlled by a database can be compromised or hacked. That's everything that's going on in this world. So an ATM can be compromised, hacked with malware, and can be controlled to do whatever that somebody wants it to do. So with technology in the world becoming easier for people to be able to access and use and live in, you now have scammers and hackers that are utilizing certain tools from Raspberry Pis to Flipper Zeros to code code dots to basically USB drives to basically place malware on these ATMs because ATMs are basically small computers and to basically make it glitch. And by glitching, it's going to disperse all the money out of the ATM. So there are people who are getting interested into this type of scam and this type of method and type of this world, and they're figuring out what tools they need, what gadgets they need, what banks to go to. And a lot of this information is public, what makes it crazy. Like you can Google all this information, you can YouTube all this information and see what you need, what to get. And people are doing that. A lot of this stuff you can buy off Amazon and a lot of different places. Now, these tools that people are using is not just oh, I brought this tool, this Raspberry Pi, this Flipper Zero, this code dot, and now I can just start hacking ATMs. No, there are certain programs that have to be programmed on those devices or boards that are programmed to be able to use those for those type of certain reasons. And you got to go on the dark web and know people who know how to do certain. It's a whole. It's more steps to than what you guys think it is. Just buying a device and oh, I can hack or do this and do that. No, it's there's a lot of code going on. There's a lot of programming going on. So, but people are out there doing it. People are out there offering that type of service, even on Instagram, Telegram, dark web. People are making these type of services available for people to be able to do. And there are news articles and news clips on social media, YouTube, Google, Yahoo, you name it, that are starting to create stories around this ATM jackpot because it's starting to become more popular because people are trying to start, they want to get in where they fit in. They want to get in and get out. And ATMs and banks, which are associated with each other, possess a lot of money. And this ATMs are mainly out in the open. So if somebody can hit an ATM, this box with just a lot of money that's in the open, without having to go into a bank, talk to anybody, or do anything, they're going to utilize that method or that idea to, get some money. So hackers and scammers and fraudsters are starting to become more sophisticated, get more clever when it comes to these methods and ideas and use tools because these developers who are creating these tools are making it possible for people to be able to do these things. And like I said, these tools are created for legal purposes in which vulnerabilities and loopholes allow these tools to be able to use in illegal ways, which allows scammers, hackers, and fraudsters to do a lot of different illegal things to generate some type of revenue. So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware out there. Because, like I said, these tools can hack ATMs. They can do a lot of different things. So stealing information and identities and card information and all different type of things, and not even be close to you. So make sure you guys are getting your Northern Lifeline to monitor all your social media accounts and financial accounts to make sure no suspicious or fishy activity is going on. And it will also monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information is on there floating around for anybody to buy and, create a pre-built CPN utilizing your information. Make sure you guys are freezing your credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. If it's frozen, nobody can get anything in your name or utilize your credit. So make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure you guys are also getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often. most people keep the same debit card for until it expires, and that's years. And just think about all the places that you tap, swiped, inserted, ordered online with that card. And every time we have used that card, it's placed on a database. And then think about all the database leaks, compromises, and hacks that's going on in the world, which will probably make you kind of wary. So make sure you guys are getting new credit card, debit card numbers every so often, because if you do, and that old information is leaked and somebody tries to use it, it won't be valid because you now have a new card with new information. All right, so make sure you guys are keeping yourself safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out here in this real crazy world, because these things are real, these things are happening, and they happen on a daily basis. So the more you know about it, the more you know what to look out for, the more, the easier you can keep yourself safe from it. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats available for each session. Ask me and get help with anything that y'all want to get help with. So let's get to work. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gems 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month long mentorship $1,000. Make sure y'all 30 days get help with anything that you want to get help with. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, Millionaire Network and World. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, and TikToks and Snapchats. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with these load ups, all right? $100 and up, get you together, all right? Send them screenshots when y'all ready, cash out Bitcoin payment. Don't miss out on these deals. Make sure y'all check it out my chat. All right. So with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.